Did Frost have regrets of picking one road over the other? Did he fall down, or was the travel smooth and uninterrupted? And most importantly, what was this road? Let's find out. Oh, and if you find this analysis interesting, click on the bell icon and subscribe. As I explained in my earlier video on mending wall, Frost focuses a lot on nature. The setting of his poems is at most times colloquial and natural. He keeps on trying to prove how nature is all-powerful and how even though man needs nature to survive, it does not need man. This warning of sorts, a universal truth, is what Frost always tries to put through. However, the road not taken is all about a being called man, lost in a situation, and of course, nature serves as the setting. With that in mind, let's move on to the poem. Here is the full poem for you to go through, whereas I will be touching on the most crucial lines. Okay, let's begin the analysis. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I couldn't travel both. Saying so, of course he picked one, right? Well, that decision wasn't that simple. This vivid picture of a man standing in front of two roads, unable to select which one to walk in, depicts the despair and physical limitations that one faces when having to make decisions all his life. He is aware of the choice he has to make, and he understands that to choose one option is to give up the other, not having had the chance to foresee the outcomes of either what he is choosing or what he is letting go. That is why he looked down one as far as I could. This line highlights and reiterates how limited his perspective is with regards to the outcome of the decision he is about to make. Similarly, the line, "I doubted if I should ever come back," shows that he is sensible about the lack of time. It shows that time is another barrier to explore and experience both paths, and there's no time to waste reasoning or trying to see the unforeseeable. This awareness, however, does not by any means help his indecisiveness. The best instance to show this is when he says he picked one road because it was grassy and wanted wear, meaning it was untraveled. Yet, this line is soon followed by an opposing idea. Weren't them really about the same? Meaning that both of them were traveled. So we see that he is trying to find a reason to explain why he chose one particular road over the other. But it is clearly an unsuccessful attempt of self-assurance or a disillusionment of sorts, as doubt seems to weigh him down. This is life. I say so because this little moment of indecisiveness can be applied to the larger narrative of life, where one small decision we make can result in a whole new chapter, a whole new experience. It shows how decisions can be as random as picking one path over another, but it also shows how difficult it is to make this one single choice, because they both equally lay in the poet's own words. You simply cannot see whether a decision is good or bad until you take it. It is scary how lost one could be if he is concerned of how decisions affect his own future. How easy would it be if it was possible to see where your roads end up beforehand and make calculated decisions accordingly? I repeat, it's not that simple. Oh, I kept the first for another day. And I shall be telling this with a sigh, someday, ages and ages hence. The brilliance of Frost's writing is visible in these few lines. Applying the writing technique and writing style to the real life situation that he is addressing in the poem, he gives the readers the exact feeling of not knowing and feeling lost, which is felt by the narrator. How he does this is by not revealing to us what the outcome of picking one road was for the narrator. In fact, the lines show how the narrator is expecting to relate the tale ages later in future. Perhaps he hasn't even reached the end and does not know how it'll come to a stop. And so does not the reader, because he is also traveling along the lines that the narrator is relating. Even the exclamation, "Oh," and the action of sighing do not reveal to the reader whether the traveler's choice made him happy or regretful. This is because both of these actions of sighing and exclaiming can be used to express feelings of either extreme. It could be a happy sigh or a sad sigh. I took the one less traveled, and that has made all the difference. With these defining lines, the poet lets the mystery live on, and he shows how the narrator makes do with awareness and disillusionment of a fine mixture. He knows that his choice made a difference, but over time, the reason that he tried to justify his decision with becomes a reality, a stabilized truth in his mind. So now he can say, happily or with regret, which one we'll never know because it is never revealed, that he did this because of this. So you and I, we are the travelers, and these roads are different versions of life that one would choose to live. And these roads could be full of boundaries and doubts, colliding with the unsatiatedness of human nature. Human nature is to end up thinking of what was not done rather than what was done. And even then, you would think why one did what he did. This complexity of human mind, the loop of self-doubt, and the lasting repercussions of choice are what Frost focuses on in this poem. He uses nature to address this deeper issue, and that is why nature acts as the setting of the poem. And this whole business of choosing a road is a larger metaphor for life decisions itself. With that ends my reading on The Road Not Taken. That's all for today. Like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you.